Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the
Good morning.
first day of class. I mean, this is officially the beginning of the year in English. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm really glad to see you again. How are you? How have you been?
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to share how have you been these days?
I love the intro, teacher,
Oh, really? Why?
because it's so beautiful.
All right. That's nice. So let me see. Some people are greeting on the chat. Rodrigo says that everything has been bad. Well, sorry to hear that, Ernesto. But you know, things are gonna start looking up because you're young, you're full of a spirit, and so am I. All right, I think that we have enough participants in the meeting, so we can perfectly start. I have to accept some people that is in the waiting room. All right, basically this class is gonna give me the chance to explain how we're gonna work this year, about the homework assignments, all of those particulars. And also I'm gonna gather you in teams for the English project. And so without no further ado, I'm gonna share with you my presentation. is right here. Wait just a second. Here we go. Welcome again to the English class 2021 or 2021, whatever is convenient for you. And we're gonna start by analyzing this. So I need a volunteer to please read this quote. Well, actually, it's not a quote. It's a chapter taken from the Bible. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verses from 14 to 16. So anybody who can help me out, please, reading it? Only one.
Me, teacher.
All right, thank you.
Faithful friends are a sturdy shelter. Whoever finds one has found a treasure. Faithful friends are beyond price. No amount can balance their worth. Faithful friends are life-saving medicine, and those who fear the Lord will find them.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. So as you can see, you have been talking about friendship and the importance to have friends, to have good friends. But I think that something that you really have to analyze, something that you really have to think out is if you are a good friend, because you are expecting to have good friends, but the question in here is, what kind of friend am I? What kind of friend people think I am? And this is very important because the Bible says that faithful friends are like shelters. They are there to protect you. And if you find one, try to value it because it's like a treasure in your life. And they go beyond price. So you can put a price on a friendship because it says that no amount of cash, no amount of anything can balance or equal their worth. But I'm talking too much. So I need another opinion about this. Any other reflection about this chapter? It's in the Old Testament, by the way. Anybody else? Voluntarily, an opinion?
Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
morning, morning.
Um, my opinion is that yes, it's true. The words that says on the Bible that friends can help us to do a lot of stuff, and they are really important in our life. And of course, that having good friends is having a treasure.
Yeah, it is true. Thank you so much for your participation. And also says at the end in chapter, well, in verse 16, that faithful friends are like saving medicine. So they are there to heal you when you're in trouble, to heal you when you're hurt, in a great need. So this is what a friend really is. This is what friendship is all about, right? And what I said at the beginning of this reflection is that you have to think what kind of friends you are. And that's basically it. Try to be a treasure for somebody else. Don't think selfishly that, no, I need to have good friends, so I deserve good friends. But you have to be one. And then now let's go into other particulars related to the subject. So this is what we're basically working today. There are certain rules that I want to clarify with you. This video is going to be on YouTube, so you can check the rules if you miss one. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the hygiene protocols for you in your home, for your personal care. Then we're going to work with the assignments details. We have only two, a quiz in Pleno Santillana or Santillana Pleno, whatever you want to say it. the projects for the English festival, because believe it or not, we're having one. It's going to be virtual as far as we know, unless the Ministerio de Educación said otherwise. And then how can you access to Richmond LP Compartir en Santiago? How can you access to that website? So now let's move to the classroom rules. Class rules. Teacher, my only rule is to log in and then have some rest on my bed. And maybe if I heard that you call my name, I will respond in the microphone or in the chat. So this is not what we expect from you, especially because now you are 11 graders. So I need someone to help me reading, please. Can anybody help me with the first rule?
Me.
Please.
Okay. The first rule: sync in on time and type your name in your avatar. Use your name in every platform.
Thank you so much. So today you did it excellent. So you did it great. So you signed it in on time. You were on time. You were very punctual. Congratulations. That's a good sign. Type your name. You already done it, and use your avatar. So at this moment I can see you, but at the beginning I saw many avatars around. Use your name in every platform. What I mean by that is that sometimes we access to quizzes, and some people, not you, some people types nicknames, and we don't want anonymous here. So you have to identify yourselves by your name, and so everything is gonna be okay. The second one, anybody?
Me.
Please.
Mute your microphone and unmute it only when you're participating.
Like you did right now. So try to mute your microphone, as sometimes you hear the background sounds, and this is an interruption, and so you unfocus of what you were doing. So please mute your microphones automatically. I think when you log in, they are muted, but just in case. And sometimes we heard conversations that we don't want to hear, and then you can be ashamed because we heard something going on in your home. And unmute it when you are going to participate. Then the next rule, number 3, anybody help me please?
Me.
Please.
Use the chat used to notify or ask your teacher about something important.
Yeah, well, this is not with you. I mean, this is for little ones. For the little ones, they sometimes they use the chat to communicate each other. Hi, Fulanita, how are you? I'm fine. So they're having a conversation in the chat. I mean, this is not a personal chat. So if you're gonna use it, the chat section only for ask questions or to participate. Something important. Something important means something related to the class, or sometimes you want to let me know that someone is trying to log in and they are in the waiting room and I can't let them in because sometimes I'm too distracted. That's why the importance of the first rule, which is that you got to be on time, because when the class started, then eventually it's difficult to keep a track on the ones that are in the waiting room. But you can let me know that on the chat section. Anyone else? Number 4.
Me.
Please.
Have class materials close to you.
Yeah, this is important. Have your class material at hand. That means that you have to have it close. I don't know how is your working space, if you are on a table, if you're on your bed or whatever you are, you need to have the things, the stuff you're gonna use at hand. If it's the book, the notebook, pencils, pens, or whatever you're gonna need, because you're gonna work on the books. So if you don't have them for different reasons, I'm gonna try to help you with that. So you can also get some screenshots so you can have the exercises on there on your devices, computers or cell phones, and you can work out perfectly. So, but the thing is, if you have book, notebook, all that, have it close to you, have it at hand, please, please, please. So I hope that you have the spotlight right now close to you, because we're gonna start using the spotlight as usual. And I repeat, if you don't have it for different reasons, don't worry. I'm gonna find a way that that fact doesn't affect your learning process. So then, number 5, anybody? A boy, maybe? I've been hearing only
Me,
girls' voices.
me.
All right,
Be respectful with your teacher and classmates.
thank you. Being respectful means that you're not gonna jail each other, you're not gonna insult yourself, course in the chat, or well, it happens with the little ones that they start drawing things on the screen. Because if you don't know, you can modify the screen that I'm sharing right now. So if you wanted to write or underline something, you can. So, and they start drawing smiles, happy faces, and all that kind of things, but because they're ages. So now you are old enough to know that this is not something so respectful. And the last one, the most important one, anybody wants to read that one?
I can help.
Please.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. So this is the most important thing. We didn't have much time to have classes face to face, but my classes are fun. I mean, I consider myself, I don't know, a creative teacher, and I like to play games in class. So you're learning while you are having some fun. In the virtual mode, it's more difficult because we don't have that contact. And but if you can do it, try to find a way. I will try as a teacher to do my best to create entertaining and learning activities for you, but you have to have an attitude. So your attitude really counts. All right. The next thing is hygiene habits. Well, sometimes it's very hard for me to pronounce this word, so that's why I wrote here the way it is pronounced. Hygiene habits. So I know that you practice them in daily basis, but let's remind them. So the first thing, you're very lucky, my friends. Among all of the professions and occupations and all that, we are the only ones who are staying home, right? There's no other profession, maybe in call centers, or it is, those are the only occupations where people still are working from home, right? So as long as you can, stay home. Also, you gotta wash your hands every time that you touches different surfaces, tables, cash, and everything. You have to wash your hands constantly with soap and water, enough water. Important now that is a very fashion to use hand sanitizer, so you can carry with you every time that you go out, in your pockets or in your purses, in your bags, so whatever you are carrying things when you are out, you can have your hand sanitizer. And this is important. I don't know if you have seen people on TV or in real life that they are not wearing the mask properly. And it's very funny. Well, actually, no, it's not funny. It's very sad. Every time that you go out and you see the different ways that people are wearing the mask with the nose out or with the mouth and nose out, and this is not the way. And the last one is difficult for you, especially if you have a hanky panky, to keep the social distancing. Well, what is the distance that is recommended is 2 meters or 6 feet of distance. So it's difficult because we require that contact. Sometimes we require those hugs, those kisses. but is for your own good and your family as well. So this way, if you practice all that, you will keep coronavirus away. So now what is important here? The first assignment. The first assignment is gonna be a quiz related to those topics. So I need somebody to help me please to read. We have 116 people here. It's not possible that nobody volunteers.
Me, teacher.
Please,
The first paragraph.
please.
Okay. Access to Santillana Pleno on Wednesday, February 24th at 9:35, and take the quiz about the literature section in Spotlight B, page 10 to 17. The White House, Wedding in the Sky, From Ashes and Trees, in a giant world. Check the class video on YouTube and take notes during live class on Zoom.
Thank you so much. So, well, some information here is not accurate, but you will find it in the homework planner details. All of these particulars, because I'm not sure if you're taking that on Wednesday and this time. So what I can assure you is that it's gonna be in one of the classes. So instead of having the class, you're gonna go straight to Santillana Compartir in Pleno, and you will take the quiz like you took the diagnostic test. And the quiz is gonna be about the literature section in the Spotlight E. It's not B like it's in the slide. Is the Spotlight E, pages from 10 to 15, I guess. But the stories are accurate. We're gonna read four myths. Four myths. The White House is the first one. The second is Weddings in the Sky. The third one is From Ashes and Trees. And the last myth is A Giant World. Well, we're gonna have the class about this topic, so don't worry. I also sent you a link with the story audio. Did you receive it, guys? Can you confirm? Did you receive that link?
Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you. So you can start listening the myth. So when we leave, because we're gonna listen and hear in class, but if we don't finish listening, you can listen by yourselves. Because what really matters to me is explain what the myths are about. So you will read them. You will read them by yourself. We will read them in the class, and also I'm gonna provide you a summary or analysis. I think it's mostly a summary of the events going on in the 4 minutes, and your evaluation is going to be about that. The time and the date, it's in the homework planner, and you will receive it one of these days. The evaluation will start and end according to your class schedule. Be punctual. Any technical trouble should be reported immediately. Do you have any questions about the first assignment? Questions?
No, not one.
No,
Not
teacher.
teacher.
No, teacher.
That is
No.
crystal clear. All right, so let's move to the next activity. All right, the instructions. Anybody please help me with the first paragraph. Anybody?
Me, teacher.
All right, please.
For the next English fest, we will work on going green to project. Protect the environment so that we can live in a better place. To do this, you have to follow the next step.
Steps.
steps.
Thank you so much. All right, like I said before, we're going to have an English festival. I have no idea how it's going to be yet, but I will figure it out. We will work on going green. So we're going to go green this year because it's important to talk about and have some sort of awareness about the damage we are causing to the environment. And probably you might say, teacher, but this is not entirely our fault. I mean, there are a lot of situations that goes out of our reach and we can do anything to stop that. And probably you're right. But there are also small things, small in quotation marks, of course. There are small things that we can do and you can help to improve your living in your neighborhood or your community, whatever you live in. And this is the purpose of this festival this year, to create an awareness and also to take some actions to protect and to make this country, this dirty country, a better place to live. Instruction 1 and 2, a volunteer please, a volunteer from 1 and 2.
Me.
Please.
1. Work in groups according to the number of students in your course. Teacher will gather you in teams.
Yeah, we're gonna do it
2.
at the end. Okay, continue.
2. Pick a situation that you consider can affect the environment negatively in your surroundings. It must be something in which your intervention may achieve improvements to lessen the problem. Examples: litter, deforestation, waste of potable water, etc.
Thank you very much. So first thing that I say at the end of the lesson of today, at the end of this class, I'm gonna gather you in teams. It's not gonna be very hard. It's gonna be in the list number, but I want to see how many you are in every course. I know I have it written here, but I will ask you anyways. The second is, and the most important thing is, you have to choose, you have to pick a situation that you consider can affect the environment negatively, right? Anything that affects the environment in your community, in your neighborhood, in your surroundings. But this is very important. It must be something in which your intervention may achieve improvements, because you can do anything about the smoke, that the factories produces, or the waste that is thrown to the rivers and all that. You can't do anything, right? But what you have to think is that your actions will lead to a change, right? This is what you have to consider. And I provided some examples like litter, deforestation, not in huge, not in a massive way. So you're not gonna plant 1,000,000 trees, like you can't, you just can't. But at least in your house or in your block, or I don't know. So you will think of it. Waste of potable water, there is something you can do about it. And etc. It means that anything goes, considering that your actions may lead a change. Questions about the situation?
What is litter?
When you throw garbage in the street.
Okay, thanks.
Throwing garbage in the street is litter. And there is a lot of things you can do to change that. That has to be with education and culture, right? Because no matter how many trash cans are around, if you're not used to it, you're not gonna put the garbage in their place. Any other question related to the situation? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Crystal?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, number 3 and number 4. Anyone?
Me, teacher.
All right, please.
The 3.
Please, 3 and 4.
Okay. The extension of the description is 3 paragraphs with 15 sentences each. No lines, complete sentences, 8 count only. Fill out, yeah.
Continue.
And 4, fill out the document attached here with all the requirements on due time and send it to the teacher at your email.
Thank you so much. Okay, no, I interrupted because I detected a typing mistake in one of the words. It's not 8, it's R counted. All right, so the extension of the description, this is basically what you have to do, my friends. This is the first step for your project, only a description. So you don't have to take an action yet. So the only thing that you have to do is describe the problem that you want to change. And that will be it. And your description must be, the extension is 3 paragraphs, and each paragraph may have 15 sentences, not lines. No, nada, con 15 líneas, profe, ahí se va. No, 15 lines is not the same as 15 sentences. Remember that a complete sentence have a subject and predicate team. And it says here, complete sentences are, not 8. So are counted only. And then you will find the document attached to my, my email. Some of you send me emails to Hotmail, but I rather, well, I prefer that you send it to ctjcastillo@gmail.com. And number 5, anybody? Number 5.
Me, teacher.
Please.
In the email subject, you must write the course of your belong number of the team and name of the assignment. Example, to CTJ Castillo, how do you say? At gmail.com, CC subject element B, team 2 green English test.
Thank you. So, well, your task is not that difficult, but believe it or not, this is the most difficult part, to have you writing correct subjects, because among all of the emails I receive, sometimes it's very, very hard to know who sent it. So that's why I please, I beg you, in your email subject, write 11th grade A, B, C, D, E, or F, then the slash, team 2, green English fest. Right, that's all I need, please. So then Santiana compartía. Do you have any questions about the project? The teams at the end. I will make the teams at the end. Almost. We are almost at the end. So the other step is a teacher. I remember that last year we worked in Richmond learning platform. We have some users. We have to use some passwords that you provided, and so we have some problems because our books and blah blah blah. There were a lot of trouble going on last year, but today access to Richmond platform is going to be easier. And how's that? So all of you have users in Compartir, right? Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken?
No, teacher, we have.
All right, thank you. So then you have to type your username, your password, and you will see this in the panel at your left or right, depending on the orientation of your hands and your laterality, right? Velasquez, please stop doing that. Remember what I said. Everything that you do, every modification that you do can be seen by everybody. So keep your hands quiet. Richmond Learning Platform. So then you click on that and automatically you will access to the platform. So this is what we hope. It's not gonna ask you for password. It's not gonna ask you for username. I am sure that they have improved this device they have or this service they provide. Remember, compartir. Then in the panel in your left or right is gonna be the sticker. They call them stickers or banners. The Richmond Learning Platform, and then you will automatically access. So if we ask you for the class code, I will provide it to you later on, but I think it's not gonna be need of it.
Teacher.
Questions about compartir?
Yes, teacher. When I click this bottom,
What happens?
no sé, es que no hay cómo decirlo, pero es que la cosa es que me pide un código de acceso.
Ah, okay. So then I'm gonna ask, because yesterday I asked to the technical, and he said that you won't need it. He said that you won't need it, but I said that it was a lie, a terrible bald-faced lie. But anyway.
¿Y qué hago ahí entonces?
Wait for my instructions.
Es que no lo entendí.
Wait for my instructions.
Ah, perdón,
Wait for
perdón,
my
perdón.
further instructions. Yeah, because
Okay.
the technique said that you won't need it. But I see that it was a lie. All right, and now the teams. That's gonna be simple. With the number of the lists. I see, let me see how many you are. Correct me if I'm wrong. Course A and B, there are 25 students each. Is it correct? That in rooms A and B, there are 25 students.
Yes.
In A, yes.
All right. So here are the teams. From 1 to 5, from 6 to 10, from 11 to 15, and then you can do the math. What happens in room C, where we have only 24? Is that information correct? Isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Okay, thank you. So in team number 1, there will be 5 members. In team 2, 5 members. Team 3 and team 4, 5 members. But team 5, 21, 22, 23, and 24 in the lists, there will be only 4. In other rooms, it's easier. It's 25, multiple of 5. What happens in room E, where there are, in which there are 14 students? Are there 14 in room E? Am I right? Am I not? Am I not? Room E, 14 students?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So in that case, 2 teams of 7. From 1 to 7, team 1. From 8 to 14, team 2. Easy peasy. And what happens? Oh, hello?
What's that? 24 students, 25, 26.
Forget it. It's according to the number of the students in each course. We're focusing only with you, which are 25 and 24. Forget about the others. Got it?
No.
Okay. So, and in room F, we have only 6. What we did last year is we unified them and we gathered them in only one team. And that will be the same for this year. So in room F, there will be only one team. That would be great for you.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be excellent. You did it. You did it awesomely last year. I remember your presentation. We had a chance only for one presentation last year. That sucked. Questions about the groups? So you can get on a screenshot so you cannot forget. Okay, I will stop sharing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next week, we're gonna start with the myths. If you can listen to the audio I sent, I strongly recommend that you do it. Any questions?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
teacher.
Okay, so,
Teacher.
all right.
Teacher,
Hello?
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit confused about what we are going to do, what we are going to talk about in the
In
report.
the project.
Yes.
Okay, in the project is only one report. So you won't present anything, just write a report. When you receive the details, the homework planner particulars, you will find a format that you have to complete. And that will be it. Only the description of the situation. 3 paragraphs with 15 sentences each. And that's it.
But not, sorry, just we are not going to talk about any solution, just the problem.
Not yet. Not yet. That's gonna be the
Okay.
second part. That will be the second part.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We gotta send you the document individually.
No. Well, the project, no. The quiz is gonna be individual.
Okay.
But for the project, no. What number are you, Rene?
22.
22. All right, so it means that you will work with
Sure.
with the last team, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Uh-huh.
The diagnostic test have a second part.
There were 15 questions only.
Okay. Only. Okay.
Only. So if you didn't complete the 15 items, so you leave it incomplete, but I will check that. I haven't checked that. I gotta be honest, but I will. Questions, because it's time to go. So then it's time to go. Thank you very much, guys, for your punctuality and your participation. It's always appreciated by me.
Thanks, teacher, for the class and bye.
Goodbye.
Have a good morning and a good day.
Thank you.
Bye, teacher.
Thank
All
you,
right.
teacher.
Goodbye. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Teacher, have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I was reading in the chat that someone said that she didn't understand. So you can contact me by Twitter or email so I can explain better. Thank you and goodbye.